Hello my turtles and welcome to another art video with me, Foxfoot Crafts. Today's video is going to be another comic book cover creation. I have this new 52 Superman Unchained comic that I am going to create a custom cover for. So we're going to go ahead and adjust our lighting just a little bit and get into the time lapse. For this particular cover, I decided to play off of the Unchained aspect of it and incorporate a favorite thing of mine, werewolves. So playing off of the Unchained, you know, what would Superman as a werewolf be? To my knowledge, Superman Unchained has nothing to do with werewolves, but it's totally okay. That's part of the fun of being an artist, being able to do your own interpretations and your own ideas of stuff. So, and again, werewolves are a big thing of mine. I used to pretend that I was a werewolf as a kid. I had even convinced one of the neighbor kids that I was a werewolf. Like he was pretty convinced of it, which I don't think I'll ever achieve that level of feral coolness ever again in my life. But that's besides the point. We were weird kids. Kids are weird in general, but I feel like we were a little weird. Like I said, I pretended to be a werewolf and tried convincing everybody that I was. So, you know, normal girl stuff. But again, near and dear to my heart, and decided to make that version. Now for this cover, I decided instead of going through and doing the entire piece in alcohol markers, that I was going to lay down the base color in alcohol markers and then do the shading with colored pencils. So this technique, sometimes I really like it and other times I really hate it. And I can't even tell you why. There's no rhyme or reason. It just, sometimes it looks really good and it works on a particular piece. And other times it looks like garbage and it doesn't work. But I figured with the werewolf hair, you know, being kind of wiry and stuff, that the colored pencil would kind of help with that. So I went with colored pencil for this on top of the alcohol markers. Then decided that I would do a full moon in the background, because what is a werewolf without a full moon? Just kind of a simple purple around it to kind of go with that night sky feel. Now, my lighting here in my art room doesn't do these colors justice. I will scan this piece so y'all can see it a little bit better. But after I got done with it, it was so vibrant, I figured I would go through and give some different weight to the line art. And honestly, it's probably my least favorite step of whenever I do a piece, I guess because it feels repetitive to me. Like I've already done the line art and colored it, and now I'm doing more line art on top. It's repetitive, it feels like. And so my brain wants to tell me, hey, you already did this. But I like the way it looks when I'm done. And I know some people will say, well, why don't you just do the line weight at the beginning when you do the first set? But my markers always want to pull that heavier line ink and bleed and smear. So this is the best way for me. I'm sure the other ways work for other people, but this is what I have to do. So here's the completed piece. Again, Superman Unchained. Went with an Unchained Superman werewolf. Looks really nice. Really pleased with how it turned out. Again, the comic has nothing to do with werewolves. It's just a guilty pleasure of mine. And I will show you all scanned in just how vibrant that is. It looks even better in person. So this comic will be available for sale. You can reach me at foxfootcrafts@gmail.com. And I thank everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.